Hey guys, it's Zach here again, and welcome back to another one of my live streams. And here's what I got for today. Today, I will be talking about, Discovery Family, or what it used to be known as Hub Network. Now, I talked about Discovery Family a million times on my channel in the past, and I now have it at my house because I upgraded to package on DirecTV. So that's good. Anyway, moving on. We all know Discovery Family for having shows such as Majors and Minors, Cake Boss, Bath Crashers, Dan Versus, Shizao, Poppets Town, Flory's Dragons, Animal Mechanicals, Bingo and Molly, Acorn the Adventure Nut, Bonehead Family, whatever that is, Paddington Bear, My Little Pony, Pony Life, The Adventures of Chuck and Friends, Looney Tunes, and of course, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Now, let's move on to talking about it. Discovery Family is currently doing good in its schedule that currently has that Warner Brothers content. And they still air the Hasbro shows, even though some people think that the Hasbro contract will probably expire. Well, I don't think it's going to expire because Discovery Family is also owned by Hasbro Studios, not just Warner Brothers Discovery. It's also owned by WildBrain, formerly DHX Media. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys about. Anyway, let's move on. Then we have the fact about why they rebranded to Discovery Family. The reason for Hub Network changing its name to Discovery Family was for many reasons. It was because Discovery Family. I'm sorry. Okay, let me take that. It was because Hub Network had tons of low ratings. People didn't watch it that much, and many of its shows weren't as memorable. So, in October of 2014, the short-lived channel changed its name to Discovery Family, meaning the name Hub or Hub Network only lasted for few years. Meaning 67% half of Discovery owned DFC and 50% half of Hasbro owned DFC. But as of now, 100% of Hasbro owns Discovery Family, while 50% of Warner Brothers Discovery airs Discovery Family. I mean, it had the same programming as Hub Network, such as Batman the Animated Series, Dan Versus, Pound Puppies, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, you get the rest. But it also had its own original content like Super Monsters, Pony Life, Blazing Team, Masters of Yo Kwon Do, G.I. Joe Renegade, Atomic Betty, Transformers Rescue Bots Academy, etc. They also had interest in live-action reality shows, well, for children, and many of these reality shows currently air during the primetime hours, such as Cake Boss, Bath Crashers, Kitchen Catchers, and Dogs 101. Also, during the times when it was known as Hub Network, it had reality shows too, like Majors and Minors. Now, Discovery Family is, well, okay in my opinion. I mean, actually, okay, scratch that. It's awesome in my opinion. Sure, its earlier years were overrated, but its current lineup right now is currently doing good. I mean, many of you might agree with me, many of you might not, but it's against the greatest channels next to Universal Kids, MTV Classic, and Fox Soul, which I also now have in my house for those channels. Anyway, now let's move on to how they're now gonna air Warner Brothers content. Anyway, for the Warner Brothers shows they currently air, it's Paddington Bear, Looney Tunes, Baby Looney Tunes, and the Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries. It is likely for shows like Duck Dodgers, Tasmania, The Flintstones, Batman Beyond, or Static Shock, Justice League Unlimited, Crypto the Superdog, or Green Lantern the Animated Series, or The Batman, or Batman Brave and the Bold, or What's New Scooby-Doo to come to Discovery Family. And again, I don't think the Hasbro contract is going to expire, since not only is Discovery, Discovery Family, Discovery Life, Discovery Familia, Discovery en Espanol, which is a clone of Discovery Familia, Discovery Travel and Living, and Science Channel not only are owned by Warner Brothers Discovery, but for Discovery Family, it's also owned by both Hasbro Studios and WildBrain. So I don't think the contract for those two studios with Warner Brothers Discovery will expire anytime soon. And then we have, get ready for this, their new promos and bumpers. Back then, once they rebranded to Discovery Family and replaced Hub Network entirely, they had bumpers to feel exactly like Hub Network, all CGI, until 2021 when they updated the bumpers to what they currently do to this day. And I actually like their current bumpers and promos. And Discovery Family is getting new promos daily, though it's confusing on how they're getting new promos daily, though Boomerang isn't. Anyway, let's move on. I usually watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Cake Boss, Looney Tunes, Dan Versus, etc. on Discovery Family sometimes, and they're pretty good shows in my opinion. Some stream on Tubi while others stream on Max or Netflix. Anyway, it's also likely for some HBO family shows like A Little Curious, El Bello y el Gato, Harold and the Purple Crayon, The Way I See It. Sorry, got something stuck in my throat. Sesame Street, Mega Builders. Okay, what was the other one? Etc. to come to Discovery Family. And not etc. It's also likely for the Ollie and Moon show and Esme and Roy to come to Discovery Family. Same for Care Bears Unlock the Magic, since we all know Care Bears Welcome to Care-a-Lot was formerly on both Hub Network and Discovery Family from 2010 to 2020. Anyway, let's move on. And then we have their current acquisitions, or originals, like Super Monsters and Petronix Defenders and Smash, which all air the same episodes. Yeah, it is likely for those shows to get removed off the schedule since they only lasted for like 1 or 2 seasons and are the weakest parts of the current lineup that DFC has. Anyway, everyone, I might have to end the live stream right here because I'm gonna do other things right now. Sorry if this live stream is a little too short than my other ones, but anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, stay tuned.